This is Samson. So Robert, introduce me to this group here. Who am I? What do I do here?
Mr. Samson is the lead designer on this bridge replacement project. He's one of the most accomplished engineers in the entire office. So when there is a project that has a level of complexity, guess who they come to? Mr. To, the voice of hotel. So put some respect to his name. He knows what he's doing.
Thank you. Okay, as you can see here, I'm a beginner impacting. Not the big mark. See how it's working like this here? And that's small work. That's what we do. We talk, but we do as well. We begin to see the beginner. Okay? Again, the sweat is the bottom. It's my country. So we're doing it to be able to help. Whatever we can do will help. It's not about the money. It's about what we can do to improve the lives of our brothers and sisters. This is the city of beginner. And they put it in the sidewalk. Yes, I'm going to tell you. They put it in the sidewalk. And I'm going to be the one to put it in the sidewalk. If I all do it. So,
I'm on way, I'm on way, the floor by them, why you pay all the no one you see that what be your final year them a rock out and by we my boy you when they are and I do so neo now I will was more so they can't when I saw you, nobody power 90 power
Good evening, folks. Samson to Liberal Public Radio. I want to thank all of you for tuning in to Liberal Public Radio tonight. Those of you that are yet to come, we say hurry up and come. But all we ask many of you to do here from tonight is to share this video, share it to as many people as possible. I want to thank you all for making this show again. We thank you for your continued support. It's a wonderful thing to have you here again tonight. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming here again tonight. We appreciate it. And we'll do the best we can here for this show. We send a link out to the partners already. And it's an open mic. We're going to be discussing a lot more here tonight. So I don't have a specific topic, but I'm very good at that. Now y'all run my mouth. The liberal is here again tonight, folks. I want to thank you all. Thank you. Safety, Lord Jesus. We want to thank you again this evening for bringing us here. Because of you, we are here. You made it possible for us to be here. We ask that you make it possible again tomorrow for us to be here. Extend our life. Whatever it is, continue to bless us. Thank you for your mercies, for blanket of mercies of forgiveness. Oh, my Lord, thank you. Thank you for everything that you have done and continue to do for us. We thank you. My Lord, we come before you again tonight to say that the Republic of Liberia and the people of the Republic of Liberia be placed in your hands. That the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Boakai, be placed in your hands. Extend his life. Touch his hand. Whatever he touches, my Lord, bless his hand. Whichever door he knocks, open the door in the interest of the Liberian people. My Lord, we want to thank you for things yet to come. We believe it will, and we say thank you for that. We want to ask you, my Lord, that whatever it is, that will continue to bless us. Continue. Help us. Thank you for your forgiveness. We want to thank you. We want to ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Again, folks, same to Liberal Public Radio. I want to thank all of you again for calling in. We'll be calling in and texting and what have you. Just share it. So, where we go again on this wonderful, wonderful Thursday night. Thank you very much. Oscar Tue. Oswa Tue. He said corruption is not something you can rush. You don't just fire like that. It's a marathon. And now you know. We've been saying it here. Corruption eat the fabric of its people. Corruption make the people to vote against their own interest. Until we recognize that in Liberia, we'll continue to elect flakaje, people who are unable to produce, many of them. And those who have the ability to produce, they are not many. Those who just make noise and take the money, they're plenty. So they make noise and they vote for each other. I think tonight, folks, it's about us. I always revert to that. It's about us. What we do to ourselves are unforgivable, to be honest with you. But then we expect after we do the kind of thing to ourselves, then we want somebody, the leader. Why you can't face it? Face what? You face it, you're spotty. Every time you bring your own, you're stealing. Then what you want me? What you want the man to do? What you want President Waka to do now? Even if fire people bring new people in, they do the same thing. What you want? The thing been going on for years, and now President Waka alone. But there are those within the government. They have mean interest. We told you all this long time ago. Their main interest. I'll do what I can to get inside than stealing door open. And I told you guys almost 12, 13 years ago that Liberians are sophisticated nowadays. They will steal and cover the hole without you recognizing, without you knowing that they're stealing. They cover the hole. I don't call it W1 or 10, some number they got. 401 or 409 or 4010, something I don't know. But they do that to themselves. They do it to us. They do it to us. People you're trying to help, you don't have money yourself. You know in a place. No Liberian man is rich. Only a few Liberian people are rich. I'm not one of them. But we try our best to hold ourselves together. So that if the folks back home want 5 cents, 2 cents, you send it. But somebody they just lied to you. Outright lied to you. Yeah, Roland. Yeah, thank you. You want to come in? Just give me a call. Let me see. Give me a call. This on the WhatsApp, or if you want me to call you on WhatsApp, I can do so. So you can give us. That's what I'm talking about Tabata right now. So you can give us some a background of some information from Zulu Risky or from any other part of Liberia that you have information. So if you want to join us, then just let me know. And the lines are open. If you call me, I'll put you on right away. But let me go on. So there was a wonderful, wonderful program tonight on Spoon where the guy was not just educating, but some of these things that he's been saying. We all say that when we go to party. We all say that when we go to church. We all say that. They believe they only want our 2 cents, 5 cents from us. But to say come home and let's work, they will not do it. They gave the huge process, huge contract to foreigners. We've been singing this song over and over and over. The foreigner you gave them the contract, they will not build Liberia. The foreigner you gave these things, so they're not going anywhere. Impact Liberians. But then there's a two side to that. There are some Liberians who will be lucky to have contract. They eat the money. They don't want to do nothing. So go sue me. So the government seems to, especially the Liberian diaspora, most of them, they go over there, get a contract, then they come running back here. Then to get them out of here, now it become problem. So the government says, oh, I can't do it. Let's see if anybody come with any kind of flying airline ticket. Let's see if we'll get. So you can't blame the government either. We spoil it for ourselves most of the time. So the foreigner comes in, they grease the pound of the people who close to power. The man broke, he came to power. He got 5 cents yesterday. Today he's a millionaire. Always concessionaire. They're always around the concession. Look, if you want to see how corrupt Liberia really is, there's a video here. I'm gonna play it one someday. When President Weah was in power, there was this guy that married that he adopted a black kid, he and his wife, black child girl. He came to Liberia, they call it, I shouldn't forget the name, but he came to Liberia for mining, concession and stuff. Go see the people that were going to join. We had new place, new building, new house, new compound. That's how come I got all that video. A compound. Go see the people in there. See them. So they will get close to this guy. There was a rumor. The guy he wrote it later on some magazine that the people are asking him to pay out front before he can invest. Wickedness to the higher place. Wickedness from that. Roland, you want to come in? Or you don't have anything for me tonight, my brother? Wickedness from the higher place. I'm from Total. And I'm just, don't get me wrong. You give me a contract. $500,000 contract, and they get 11 people, and they spend people more than that. I'm just saying, I'm from Total. You give me $500,000 contract. First thing first, as greedy as I am, but I want to make sure the people from my area. Okay, that rolling. Hello, is it rolling? Hello. Thank you. Are you with me? Thank you, Roland, for joining us.
Yeah, this is Roland.
Okay. Go ahead. Do you have any news coming from Liberia, Zulu Whiskey that you want to let us know tonight? Oh, I am. No, I'm not mute. Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Hello, you are muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I get you now.
Okay. No, I was
Yes,
I was wondering if you have any kinds of information from Zulu Whiskey or Liberia, or something that you want to share with my audience tonight.
Oh, yes. Just a little bit in the county about the youth. There are these news that we've been reporting. You getting me?
Yes, I'm listening.
Okay, so there are this news that we've been reporting sometime last week about leaked audio conversation involving the chief accounting of the locality, Sylvester S. Via, and that of the Grand County Youth President S. Michael Janai. In that conversation, they were discussing about alleged 4,000 United States dollars that were allocated for youth project activity. And in our conversation, you will hear the youth president asking that the chief accounting disbursed the funds to him personally. And even in our audio, they were also talking about how chief accounting should take 500 and then get it back on 35 to in the Marcos to use it for what reason, no to reserve. And so when that conversation came out, it sparked concern on many Grenadians in the county and even across. And upon hearing of that, the 8 leadership of the youth, they came up with a press release, especially from the vice president office, condemning that act. Calling for swift investigation into the matter. And of recent,
right?
They held an emergency Congress. But before that Congress, according to the vice president, she said the leadership invited the president for a conference, and he attended. And in that conference, he admitted he apologized for that deep audio conversation. And before that, the president also made up Facebook posts clarifying that though he acknowledged the audio and then it was edited. So the clarity that he made raise more questions than answer. Mm-hmm. So upon that, the leadership called him for conference. Right. And in our conference, according to the president, they talked about it, and he admitted, he said, well, the leadership cannot take decision that, oh yeah, we'll spare you or we'll suspend you, but we will have to call for Congress. And the Congress will decide what to do.
Right.
Because the kind of damaging audit that is in the public and how the propensity to undermine the integrity of the youth institution. And so the leadership will have to call for emergency Congress. And then in that Congress, any decision that will be reached will definitely be effect. And so on the 11th, they call for the Congress. And that emergency Congress started around 7 p.m. We were there, we covered it. Then it ended peacefully due to the other opposition insisting that the president cannot preside over the Congress because he was accused of financial malpractice. So he should step aside so that a neutral body can oversee the Congress.
Right.
And through that conversation, there was no understanding until North packed out in the hall, and then everybody left the Congress and went in. So the vice president said, well, they will not stop here. We will see to it that the best decision is taken. So, of recent few days ago again, the Federation of Liberian Youth Plan decided that since the emergency Congress didn't hold, so they would take seize of the matter in along with the Ministry of Youth and Sport office here. So the schedule of meeting with various youth group, which is today at 2 p.m.
Today.
And in that meeting, yes, but already after 12 now, so
right.
So at 2 p.m., those institutions are invited at LINSU, Liberia National Student Union, and Manuel River Union, other community youth group leaders to discuss, including the leadership of the youth association. So if the youth leadership come out to say, well, this is our stand as it relates to the particular situation, then definitely it be in line with all of your groupings carrying the same decision. And of course, a final decision will be reached whether to expel him or to suspend him. Until then, we can only tell you for the 2 o'clock meeting, we will update the public as it relates to what the final decision may be.
Thank you.
So far, so good. In the county, these are training issues covering it. That's why they discuss here in the county.
I see. Thank you. So, first of all, the first question I have, was this guy elected by the youth Congress, or was he appointed by leadership in Monrovia and what have you? How did he ascend to the position?
So he was elected.
Okay.
It was in 2024 December 10th, when they had an election. And he won the election. And it's not open generally to the entire public, but it's a youth group base and 8 administrative district presidents, meaning each district will bring 10 delegates to take part in the election. Then the student committee will bring 5 delegates each school. The youth groups committee will bring 2 persons to take part in the election. So that one.
I see. What high school did you graduate from?
I graduated from the Zueju United Methodist High School.
Is he going to college presently?
He had AA degree in biology.
From the
Already
from
in school.
from the
He
Grand
graduated
University.
with AA degree.
From the Grand University.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, thank you. And so when they had a meeting and the opposition wanted him to step aside, what was his position? Did he say he wasn't stepping aside?
His position was he insisted that he would not step aside because he still remained the president until investigation conducted, concluded, and then whatsoever decision I will be reached, then he will step aside. So in that Congress, I mean, people are having issue with him, say no, they already accuse you, so you have to step aside, and then they have the emergency Congress.
But asking
what other was afraid of was probably if you presided over such a Congress, you silence the critical voice to recognize them, to give them the field to speak. So that was their fear, and it couldn't work out. It ended in noise. The administrative district president got dressed and left the hall, including the student, the community, everybody left the hall.
So his position was his position, was it backed by the Constitution, or it was contrary to the Constitution of the youth, or they don't have no Constitution that you know of?
They have Constitution. It was of recent in February 27th of this year when they had the Congress where they agreed upon crafted the Constitution, presented to the Congress, and then the Congress voted that yes, we can work with this. So yes, the presiding over that Congress was contrary to the Constitution.
Okay. All right. Well, I think his position was weak. Anyway, so any other training issue coming from Zulu Whiskey that you want us to know about, including what is happening with development, any kinds of new development going on in Zulu? For now, no new development from the local authority angle. What's about the superintendent? Is there any issue with him with respect to the people of Rangida?
The superintendent is currently in Monrovia. Nation in Monrovia has not been disclosed to the public yet. No, it's not in county.
I see. Okay. All right, then. Well, thank you very much for taking your time. I know it's kind of late over there. Thanks for the wonderful information.
12 on the tweet.
Yeah. Okay. So if you come up with any other news, then we're coming on. Just let us know. We go through the WhatsApp and we have a conversation.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Bye. Again, folks, Samson told Labra, you heard the guy. The student organization president, not student, youth organization, future leader of Liberia. They get us some money. He called the accounting. He said, look, you take 500, the rest give it to me. I'll take care of it. Oh, my God. But what he has done, though, I thought he would have used the opportunity to redeem himself by stepping aside, which then were going to generate some sympathy from members of his organization, because every one of us believe in somebody being redeemed. So perhaps that would have shown some sign that this young man will be willing to be redeemed. But to stand to say I'm going to be president, he's going to be removed, and it's going to damage his reputation for a very long time. He's young. When you do things like this, Everyone make mistakes. So you do stuff like this. You sincere with the people, apologize, and in fact, I stay your vice president or any other person to say I do not want to sit over this discussion. Do I want to sit over the investigation? Let's find somebody else to do it. Maybe the vice president. It make people to respect you, but you want to sit down on you. You have a leak audio that people your voice and you've already admitted, but yet still you want to sit over an investigation. You want to sit over on a conversation about an investigation. You're young like that. That's going to ruin you for a long time. So, but thank Roland. We appreciate it. Let me bring in Rescue 3 here. Rescue 3, thank you for joining me tonight. We appreciate it. Thursday afternoon. Thank you. Thank God. What's on your mind, sir? If at all you have something you want to talk about.
Well, it's just the same old same, everything going on, been going on in the past. The judicial system, and also the president spoke something today. I think I saw some kind of video with the president was interviewed,
Mm.
and it's like he was not ready for it. However, good evening, Liberal, and to everybody out there. Yeah,
Thank you.
it's like the president. I know that interview, whether if you are ready for the interview, but he sounds like he was not ready for the interview. I
So
thought that.
if he wasn't ready for interview, then who put him in front of the camera? Man, these people, I tell you, man. I'm telling you,
Yeah, I
sir.
don't know because the way you were answering the question did not seem that he was actually prepared for the kind of questions that the journalists were asking.
If President Baga say he's not seeking re-election, all of those rascals will come for them one by one, one by one. You know, because
Oh,
why
so
would you do that? Why would you do that?
but who you
Why
get to challenge the people? Who do you have, Liberal?
for Unity Party?
Yeah, who you have to challenge Unity
Oh,
Party?
you want to sit down there? You want to sit down there? You think you're the only librarian? You want to sit down there? If
But
George
right
we
now
had
you ain't get
changed, if
nobody.
George we had changed Sarani, you can't beat him. If
Things
George
is
we had,
running to who?
no, I mean bring in fresh. I mean Kofa is already there, so the likes of McGill then they should be on the sideline. The like of Union Nagwe then should be on the sideline.
I
Go and
would a
bring
man put a hero there on the sideline. The people that make the
the hero
man to
that ain't
be
getting no election. That if hero then you would bring back again. What they will give you? They
the
will not give you
people
anything.
the people believe that these are the people believe that Unity Party people lie and
Okay, okay. If they if they
on
keep those
them.
same people,
So
if they keep the same people, if they yeah, I have that. I have your whatchamacall. Yeah, thank you, Harris. I have it. I will play it. And I don't even know how to. Okay, okay. So I got the audio. Okay, I have the audio. I will play. Sylvester Weir and S. Marcus Gel, youth president. Okay, I'll play that. I'll play that. Roland, thank you, my Esther. Good evening. I thought I saw Moses. He gone again. Yeah, but the point is, Moses. All right, y'all be the judge. Let me bring Moses on. Y'all can see him. Y'all
yeah,
can see
man,
Moses.
good. We can see him, but he muted.
You can see Moses. And I want the glasses. You can see because the light shining in the glass.
No, what happened?
The-
Liberal.
Yeah.
I'm driving, so I'm just gonna stay on and leave me muted until I get
Yeah,
to
but
the
you
place
can't
that I
be
can talk.
driving and be on that. I'm gonna say we can't
No,
have
I'm
that.
not. I'm listening. I
Okay,
just
thank you.
want to
But
listen.
let me put you in the
I'll put the
bike.
camera back off.
Okay, let me put you in the bike. Okay, thank you. So um, if president, it depends on. I mean, if that's CDC, if that's what they want, that's fine with me. But my thing is, I'm just getting tired with Unity Party foolishness. To be honest with you, I'm getting tired with it.
That's
You know,
why you
you
decided to
can't.
go to Musa Belede.
No, I'll go there. Yo. I'll go to Musability. Musability situation. They will not call me anyway. I know
Why?
that.
Oh, why are you concluding like that?
Because I just have the strong feeling they will not call me. They will
No,
not
you,
call
you
me.
got to have hope, Liver.
No, no.
You
What
got to
hope?
have confidence.
I don't want anything from them. What do I need
No,
hope for?
you. But you make move. You made move, and you got. You can't tell me that you made move for nothing, and you don't have
All I
hope that
wanted to
you
do
will
was
have
to help.
results.
All I wanted to do
But
was to
yeah,
help.
but your help is needed, and
Yeah, yeah. If they
if
call
they
me, I will go there.
recognize
But
your
I'm not.
help, it's
Like
gonna be good for
I
them.
told you that now. I said, Musa, I will not run behind you. I tired running behind people. He said, no, Chief, you're not right. I was not running behind you. You want me? You call. You don't call. I
Yeah,
come by
but
here.
right by now they're supposed to even make some follow up.
They
I don't
like
know
I
if they,
said, they will not call me.
but
They will
do
not
not
call me.
confess that. That's why
No,
you gotta
here's
have
the
faith.
reason why they will not call me. Because many of them know I'm a strong supporter of President Wakai.
But at the time, it's going to call you because
They
why?
would,
When you get a man who was supporting the ruling establishment and you think you
but
can
that's
get
not
him
how
on your
they
side,
think. Terry,
you
that's not
know.
how they think. The people,
But that's why I tell you, I say Musa Beleze is not a politician. That's why you see he having struggle right now. He's
no,
struggling with
no.
the party.
If he's not struggling, though, if you are to listen to Musa Ability at the Grand Leader Convention, I know they're not going to call me, so I'm not worrying about it. I'll be truthful. Musa Ability, whether he wins or not, I think he's fearless. That's for sure, and he speaks the truth. Now, how
What
many
true
of,
now, labor? Because I don't.
for example, some of the speech, and like I say, I'm not going to play on my show, but let me paraphrase some of
I
the.
think I saw something on LPRS, something I gotta go watch it.
Okay, he said he
I saw
told
Mr. So. Is that a
no,
program?
yeah. He said, and I'm just going to paraphrase it. You're gonna do what happened in Nima. They get concession, we're not benefiting. You're gonna get involved in the concession business at a very early stage because when they close the deal, it'll be hard to change. Okay. He also said people who gonna come, you invite people who come in here to speak to you, they must pass certain tests. They must pass your smell test before they can come here and can speak. Because many of our politicians, when we come out, after we leave here, we get glory because the person is supposed but we must be able to be able to speak something that have interest of show some interest for you. And then the other one he said was that we should be able to seek the interest of the people of Grand Gide County. But besides that, this is a man who been behind to audit the house.
Labor, that is a political statement, Labor. Those things
I don't
Musa
think
there,
so. I don't
Musa
think so.
then can be
Musa Sira.
doing. No, that man is not serious. That's a political statement to gain political relevance.
But
That's
he's
what
a
you do.
politician. How
I
else he want?
agree.
Okay,
But
so
you see, that is where now I fall apart with. That's why I tell you, I can't be with this full politician thing. Because if you are real to do something and initiate something, your people will see your advancement
let me
towards that
ask you.
policy.
That now they see the paper that we're dancing for and singing for. That is the same paper who told us say children not gonna sell in the street when we become president.
Yes,
That now the
but
same paper, who told us say no red Liberia, no blue Liberia, all of us must put our hand together to build
but
Liberia.
agree. But liberal, here
Okay.
is the thing that we always make mistake on, and that's
Okay.
why I keep saying,
Okay.
Liberia, you can't use like right now you're an engineer and you're complaining why getting over there, and we're having struggle with 22 million. We can't find a way. Why? Because the man in the position is not an engineer. So you are an engineer, you know exactly what you will need, what that $22 million will achieve for Liberia. You know it. But a man who is just an administrator, he don't know what you're going to achieve because he don't know road design. He don't know what it costs for this, what it goes. So anything the engineer tells him that what he's going to listen to. So I think what our problem in Liberia is for us to start following people that believe that they love the country because everybody loves the country and start following people that we know that have the technical skills to solve the problem that we have in Liberia. So that is not to say that the president will have is not the right man for the job, but I think the president is doing well. But what
No,
Liberia
no
need,
question. No question
yeah,
asked. The
what
president is doing well. Yeah, go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
but what I believe is that for us to get more out of the leadership of the presidency of Liberia, we have to look for somebody who is an economist that understand the economy, not because he loves the country,
Terry,
but
please
because they
spare me that
understand it.
tabata. We got Ellen Sally Johnson here for 12 years. What happened?
Again, when you bring Ellen Johnson selling out, then we'll have to rock the boat very badly.
Mm.
Because the perception you guys was the thing they sold to you about Ellen is not really true.
What is
In
so
as much as you gotta believe that Ellen did a lot of things and all of that. Ellen gave you the opportunity and she attracted foreign investment to Liberia. Ellen
good?
brought the whole world to the country.
Good.
Did we market it properly?
Okay. What happened to the children?
Oh, but
Yeah.
that's what we're saying, Liberia. We
What was
didn't
it?
market the opportunity that was granted to us
Okay.
under Madam Shirley time.
No, but man, I'm selling the first year. The first term was beautiful. The second term was so enriched. You can't
But
deny that.
but Liberia, I don't know who the politician in Africa or in the world as a whole, even in the great United States of America, that goes to the presidency with all getting money.
No,
I
but
don't know
no,
how
I
that
agree with
possible.
you. I agree with you. But that was honor Ellen first turn. They brought in code of conduct. The same
But
code of
all the
conduct she turned.
policies, all the anti-graft institution, it was established during Ellen time.
Yeah, exactly.
Ellen was
But
the
then
one
second
who
turn, second
refurbished the
turn.
economy to
Okay, I
be on
agree.
the level it's on.
The first year, the first 6 years, the first turn, the second turn, she turned everything upside down.
Labor, I would not agree with you
How many children
because
she got were working
during
for
her
the government? How
second
many
term,
children are Ellen that were working for the government?
well, it's true that happened. Those are some of the
But
lapses
is
in
it
any
not
leadership.
is it not nepotism?
Yeah, it is.
Was nepotism not one of those in a code of conduct that is
Exactly,
forbidden?
it was.
So what
But
would you call her?
she had weaknesses. She did something that was not right, as
Oh,
every leader would
weaknesses,
do.
weaknesses,
As every
weaknesses.
leader would do, even in the great United States of America.
Uh,
But the problem is, did she fix the economy? What was our problem then after the war? Our problem was economical. When she came, did she address that issue? She did. She attracted international people from all over the world. That
mm,
song the woman used to sing, "Nation will come to your lifting." Ellen fulfilled that prophecy. He attracted foreign direct investment to the
mm.
country. The GDP grew. Not her leadership because she
But
was
what happened?
favored.
What happened to GDP now?
But I was saying all the money the people invested, all the NGO, all the money the people invested in Liberians' own businesses and NGO. The moment those people left, all those businesses crumbled. All those institutions went down. But here's the thing. She established all those anti-graft institutions that curbed the economy, that helped to straighten things that were bent, that were crippled. She straightened all those things and put things into perspective. But the 6 year leadership of our man, he couldn't do anything because what the man is a soccer legend. That was where his passion was. That's why he used to lead the country and go sit down to watch a game. Because that is his passion. That's what he loved doing. So one problem is now we got JMB. His passion, according to him, he said he's an agriculturalist. You know what I'm saying? So we're hoping to see that this
So
will
so
be
so
that he
let me
will make
ask you:
gains in that
how many
area.
saying he became president? How many restaurant season that happened?
And that's what we're saying
Hold
now.
on now. Let's go little by little. Don't conclude. How many restaurant
Wait
season
now,
that
am I
happened?
on the witness stand
No.
tonight?
Okay, let's leave it alone.
because no,
No,
because
you don't witness that. You don't witness that. Okay. So the issue that I'm making here is, I know you. I don't know whether you grew up in the countryside. In the countryside, when the people make rice, when they cut rice, they set a sack of rice on a log, one by one,
yeah,
one by one. You don't see that, right?
yeah.
So see, being often now going to 3 year. And have you seen a picture of a long one with rice sitting there? Yeah.
I have seen couple of rest farm here and there, but we hope that before he leave power, the arrest agenda, which is the A representing agriculture, which he claimed that this is his era. We hope to see gains of mighty gains in
You
that area.
will not
Because
see
to be honest with you,
anything,
liberal,
Terry.
I expected for JMB by now to be thinking about making Liberia self,
It's all
dependent,
on his mind.
self-sufficient,
It's on his
to
mind,
to
Terry.
feeding herself. I thought
Yes,
that would have been number
that
one
that that
priority
that is
on the
his
ground.
that is his number one on his mind. But the people around him, they put him in a bubble,
But he
and
had to come out of the
he
bubble.
can't come out, Terry. They getting ready. The people around Musa Bilete, they get ready. Watch and see. Within the next 6 months, Musa Bilete will be not your Musa Bilete. They will put him in a
But the
bubble.
man, you even can't do election period. Then in the bubble. Then when you become president, what they
But
will
that's
do
my
to him
point
now?
now. That's my point now. That's the point I'm making. And that's why I told Victor the other day, you don't leave Musa, let Musa be himself. Let Musa he's a grassroots politician, and he likes to help with the community, fix things. You all leave him alone. You might not get put all kind of paper in front of him, but they will not do it. Look at President Bakar. We Liberians must be able to work together. I'm paraphrasing now. Must be able to work together to rebuild the nation with all hands on deck. How many hands on deck? Lofa hand on deck and total hand not on deck. That one
Liberal, the
that
old
one
man have 3 more years to accomplish all those things.
okay. So after they want, then we'll take all the lofa hand from the deck. Then we'll
Look,
bring
for
Liberian hand
me,
on deck.
I'm not yet discouraged yet.
No,
My
I'm not. No, I'm
discouragement
not.
will come in if I don't see what I suspect to see by next year this time. Then
Yes,
I will begin to start getting discouraged.
here's the thing.
You
The
know,
reason why, Terry, on a very serious note, the reason why you're not going to see it, the people that are around the president are all broke before getting to those positions. None of them was rich.
but when now all your people then that come from America, you say the people broke,
What?
liberal.
I beg you, man. They got money. If they got money, they will not go home. They will not go. They will not support him from here. All of them broke. Then you put them
So you
into
think that because of people broke, that what made the people not doing what they're supposed to do, or you want to believe that they don't have the money to do what they really want to
no,
do?
no, 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 no. Look, Money told us when they sent $2 to Liberia, Joe, we say you're giving 50 cents for it before you put the other one in the bank there. That is seeing things still happening. It might not be President Wakai, but those who are in charge. Why you think they're not giving Liberian most of the contract?
But Liberal, it seems that you are leaning on the side of Mr. Cummings people and all the kind of thing with
No,
Esther
I'm
here
just being
praising you all
truthful.
over the
No,
place. Because
the
now
problem that I have,
what I'm saying, so you want to agree with it. Let me put you on the witness stand. So you want to
they
agree.
don't want to already.
You want to agree with the people who believe that nothing has changed?
No, I won't say that.
Okay.
Let me go in my own area here because I'm very good at that. Years ago, Terry, when we come on these platforms, sometimes we say things that we know. When I come here, when I say, oh, tonight, that means I don't know what I'm talking about. But when I come here and say, I know what I know, that's it. Few years ago, during President Weah time, before when he traveled through Africa to go to Southtown, I decided to do a show strictly how to rehab the road. I showed them the machine. I showed them all of the material that's going to be needed and how to do it. The videos are there. Go research it. They didn't submit to it, then they didn't even want to talk to me. President Baka King, they see exact thing I'm talking about. That's exactly what they did. In fact, they did it so cheap. Anybody that watching me now that you Roland, if you're still watching, I know you're gonna bed now. If you're still watching, if you drive from Tapeta to Grand to Zedru, no car on the whole highway from Monreal all the way to whatever they stop, No car gonna get stuck. But yes, what it did. I'm gonna do a show on that because I have all the video. You know the water plastic bag, the water bag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, instead of putting water in, they bought them in box and they mix them with fly ash. Okay, and they use it to pave the road.
Wow.
So right now, as we speak, when you're driving, no plastic bag that's sticking up. Any Liberian who been to Tabata, I'm serious. Any Liberian who been to Tabata, we go to Grand there, tell me if you don't see plastic bag then sticking up. I got
Wow.
video here. I'm going to show it. So this was what I said. But if Georgia didn't want to listen to me, they would have done better than what these people did.
What's the thing?
Okay, they would have done better. What these people did. So what they did was the flash ash. If you use it correctly, it will help you. But if you use it abukiri way, it becomes becomes like a rock, and that's exactly what they have now. So in order for them to pave the road now as they're going, they're going to pulverize by using the machine. They're not going to just dig it out. They're not coming out of concrete right now. But
Wow.
the thing is, another mistake they made, okay? And those are things that I was saying to President we had there at the time. Nobody was listening to me. Terry, me, I've done a lot on this platform. I showed them safety. And when people call Palmer and they put out, you know, see that safety?
Right.
All the you want things stay on the real one go out. They have it in engineering called safety. They got safe number 9, number 12, and different material go through it. And what stay is what if you want safe 12, whatever stay. But they have the big rock. You take your dirt that have all of the border and put it on the big border that can go through the 1 foot, they will fall down. Everything that is 1 foot or less go inside. Then you take that pen out, you put another one, 8 inches. Anything that is 8 inches or less go inside. You safety until you find the suitable material that you want to use. But if you don't do that, they took the border and everything and mix it with flash ash. Because they want no car gonna get stuck now. There's no question. Because they want to make sure nothing happened to any car. So when they put it there, it was good. But in the summertime, the clay that is mixed with the flash ash, clay and flash ash, they can't bind together. They separate. These smart people, God, they don't know that one. So the clay now, when you're driving, it become a dust in the summertime. In rainy season, it become mud. But the good thing they did, they have rocks that mix with that. So the rock will not allow your car to slide. So the rock becomes giving you traction. The bad thing is, in the summertime, the rock sticking up all of the dirt over here now. So when you're driving your old car,
wow.
Yeah, exactly. So when people who get a good car, they don't feel it. All they know because they have a good car. But if you're driving an old beater car, it won't last. Okay. But my point here is this: you talk about the $22 million. The Gaten say he spent 8 point something million. That's what he told us. That's how much he spent. Where's the other money? We don't know. I don't know. But they got people over there who are very smart engineers, very, very good. But you got the government, some of the government officials, they don't have fasten. You put them in there. Some of them got swimming pool in their play now. They couldn't afford bread.
No, that your men get swimming pool in a play with your men. And the government people, if they get swimming pool, it will not be easy because people
More
will
ain't got
find
swimming
it.
pool. More ain't got swimming pool.
No, boy, I ain't get swimming pool. That place you saw that in Nima. That they lodge in Nima. That I boy, I didn't get swimming pool.
Oh, okay.
But more I didn't get swimming pool. Be all on Facebook.
Okay.
I will not even get a chance to count on the show because it will cover the whole show.
You not see Emma Twain house?
I want to believe that the man that will be brave enough. There's an allegation right now on him that he tampered with the Jew on behalf of 12. But I don't know how true it is. You know, it's alleged. It's allegation.
Is he
So
related to? I think the first cousin,
I think they're related. I think so. I'm not sure. Yeah, but
but
and all the things.
the thing
That
about
one
it,
job we
Terry,
are saying everybody knows somebody. Everybody.
he's the most surprised of all, Terry. Now, my problem with President Weah is not of a hate; it's a disappointment. It's a disappointment. Number one, he's very, very disciplined. President Weah is so disciplined. He play. Think about it, Terry. Before he went to Europe, if I was at that age and play ball the way he played, the ambulance was going to bring him into from the nightclub every night. I was going to be wasting it. But the young man stay over there and to play at that level and be on top of everyone else. People who got their mind power down over there. You got nobody, but still you're on top. It requires high degree of discipline, and he was able to bring that out. Now, let's go to this position he plays. The position he plays is a striker, but you can see when you see Solomon simply go to the bike and be defender, take the ball from the car all the way and go score. He was scattering all the people, but that's not the meaty striker. And if you watch the man goal he scored, when somebody bringing the ball, it look at his head telling the foot or that person to say place the ball right there. And before that person kick the ball, President Weah is in a position where he will score already. That's technical ability. It doesn't come overnight. You have to study.
But that is a skill set, labor. And
Yes.
that skill
What
set is not
happened?
why you bring to government.
No, but that's the point I'm making now. Why it's not a skill test that can only be applied to football alone.
I agree.
That's a skill test, leadership skill test.
I
That's the
agree.
skill test that
But
people around you how to work with them because he works so good with many of his players around him that they all get along well. That he will continue to allow him to score, heading, shooting.
I
He's there
agree.
anyway. What happened here? Is it because the people around him couldn't produce the kinds of?
No, labor. That's what I'm telling you.
Talk to
The
me about it.
skill set is not befitting for the job position he was given. Simple as that. Like we just saying now, Gideon is an administrator. He have the skill as an administrator. He's not an engineer. You put him over there, he will mess up. So, but if they put you over there, or even they put his deputy, your son, over there, you
Yeah.
will see a huge difference. But today, the small thing he's doing, people shouting all over the place, but they don't understand what's happening. They don't even know. Unless a technocrat come and stand and say, you see the thing that man doing, they're not correct. Oh. That
I
the
got
only way we'll get to know.
I got some tibia, but I don't want to do it because, Prince Tamba he's a little brother to me, and I have my own son over there work with him. So when I put these things, and that's why you don't hear me talk about public web. Yeah, my people, myself, are biased too. I got my family people working with Prince Tamba, then they're doing a good job. But there are certain group that align themselves with the minister proper. Okay,
You see,
that
and that
that
is the kind of thing
that
that can
that
spoil.
seem to be doing things that sometimes they're difficult not to talk about. All right, but like I said, that's Liberia. Liberia. Then
Yeah.
whatever they do, that's fine.
But
But
but but later you were talking to former President Weah is a good man. Former President Weah have good intention. He have good heart. He don't want to see people, lingering and all the kind of thing. But he did not have the skill set for the job. And this is the mistake again they're trying to make again with our
no,
country.
no. But when you go that way, then I will take the other route.
No problem.
Even if he doesn't have the skill test, he came. You remember Josiah Johnson told us. He said a young man came here in one of the FA positions. You refuse to get in the president, but now you want to be real president. You're crying. But when the man came, you see, this is the reason why Liberia to be successful in Liberia for Liberia to move forward is going to be difficult. We got all of the technocrats, all of the book people in Liberia. They knew very well that sooner or later President we are going to be president. That nothing going to stop him except for death, and God having nothing happen to him. So why was it that all these book people, they say they know the policy, they don't know that one? Why were they not gravitating towards him?
Because they know that they were not able to fit within that cycle. They were
No,
not going
no,
to
no.
make it.
The point is, if you start with President we are very early, and don't allow, or not necessarily, but don't make him
But
to
Lebo, you know how many people left that party? There
yeah,
were good people the
but
party brought in.
the reason
They
why
all
they left,
left.
yeah, but the reason why they left, because they went in, and instead of showing, they allowed the children, the like of Jefferson coaching them, to start moving around.
Jefferson Kojidan were not even able to stop those people that I know that went in.
Yeah,
That
that's what
could
I'm
not
saying.
stand.
That's what I'm
Jefferson
saying.
Kojidan were not near them.
Many of them went in with
But
for
your man
specific
himself,
reason. No, it
the
was not
man
President.
himself, that is one way thing. He one way.
Oh no, Terry.
I'm telling you,
Terry, no.
I'm not going to call names, but I can call names of legendaries that could have set that party if they were given the opportunity.
Winston Tubman went in there for himself. He didn't go there to help.
Who went on Tubman?
Winston Tubman, the one who became CDC standard bearer, he went in there for
Oh,
himself.
but Winston Tubman was hustling.
Of
He
course,
was
and
hustling.
many of them
And
were
they gave, there was something that chin hand and all those kind of things. Winston Tubman was hustling. Because I remember that time Winston Tubman.
That grown man, that boyo.
That boy been you want me to
But don't be afraid, you're not grown, man. So don't worry
I grow,
about
man. Don't even do it. I grow, man. That the comments grow people, then we the comments grow people. Our grow thing like in my way.
don't do boyo.
Oh, but the comments say you grow, man, but only in my way, the men are go Nima be eating hamburger and thing. That the one saying that
the one you can talk about my Esther on chief, political chief. Yeah, Terry, he's
no, but yeah, Mr. Cummings, no, but Mr. Liberal, our former president, we are had the opportunity to change the trajectory of the country. But just what you're saying, the people he had around him, he entourage. If he had brought those technocrats along with him, like John Molu, John Molu were already gravitating to the man.
Yeah.
John, other people, if you have brought these people in, one day your government would have been one of the most successful because the stage was set.
People can change.
You see, but these are the things.
I give you an example. My little brother, when I left, sixth grade student going to GW getting nice school, couldn't even read and write. When I left, Terry, in 1 year when I got back, he had, they had a record player. They call it LP. He had Malcolm X LP. He has Dr. Martin Luther King LP. He can play and recite along with them. I couldn't believe it. I was looking at my little. I said, "Man, he wasn't even real." But you know what he did? People like Dr. Tipote then, Dr. Formula then, they split themselves and started teaching those people. You saw when those started, the way we were giving his speech, after a while,
he gravitated to another dimension.
Exactly. And he was not just doing it alone. All the other people, they were teaching them. So people can teach somebody for you to learn.
Exactly.
Okay?
But you got to be willing to.
But if he were to be told, this is what's going to make you a fine president. And many of them, people you're talking about, they went to President Weah with jealousy in mind. They went there with jealousy
and they push all the technocrats out.
Yeah.
To make sure that they got rid of all the people that could help him.
I have a. Okay, he's ready now. I have a. Thank you, Moses, for joining up. Can you turn your stuff upside down so you can be big? There we go. There we go. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, the airplane is not in the background here.
No, that's the new phone here I got.
That airplane. What's his name? Emmanuel Sharp bought that airplane from from Moses Zebwe. He took it. He seized that airplane. But I have a pamphlet here written by Dr. Famule, where he talks about
Association, that's saying nothing.
yeah,
I know, right?
where he talked about Samuel Twe as being a young man carrying a football boots for another young person. What did he say? He said blind. I think he said blind leading the blind. You know, and yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Because the people refuse to get involved. Yeah, well, Moses, thank you for joining us. What's on your plate, sir?
Yeah, I don't know if the people refuse to join, but it's just that the people around there don't want the people with the ability to join in. And I
I
think
don't know, but I don't know, but I want to
that's
that.
my
That
analogy. You
it's
just spoke.
it won't
You
double
just
the red will
spoke.
come for you tonight. Yeah, man, I come on you.
You just spoke of the incident with you and the We Are administration. Someone of like minds like you who knew what to do, and some of us don't let to toot our
Right.
horn. But when we came, some of us were in the engineering school and we drifted from there to do something else because it was not our niche. And like you said, the thing the analogy that you gave on how to sift those things to get the grade that you need for lasting, those are things that nobody have clue about. And you try to insert that and no one listen to you.
And
But
President Waga and the people they came, they did it. No car getting stuck in 90 days.
you see, and so here what it is. But my thing is, what's on my mind is what I started to say yesterday, and I put something on it. But let me respond to some things that my reverend said about the Ellen's administration. My own assertion in this place, in my own estimation, when Ellen became president, the first term of office, the whole world saw the war that the Liberian people had gone through. And they saw the democracy that put Ellen there as the first female president on the continent of Africa. So the people wanted that administration to succeed. That's why you saw all these people coming in. I can count on one hand of African leaders that came here and addressed the joint session of Congress, both House and Senate. Ellen was one of the very few presidents.
Tower did that too, isn't it?
Yes, I don't know if Kwame Nkrumah did, but you can research it. You're a good researcher. If you look at that, I think there's only 5 African leaders or less that addressed the joint session of Congress from Africa. Ellen was one of them in recent years. So that means they wanted her to really succeed. And they were putting everything in there. Now, let's fast forward to the next term when you say she failed. With all those opportunities, for some of us who look back and see the billions of dollars that flowed to Liberia and the opportunities,
25 billion.
and the opportunities that we have today, if you compare the two for the 12 years, brother, we
But
can scratch our head.
but
So
Mr.
it's
Sigwe,
not
is that
about, listen now, it's not about Ellen alone bringing in investors. These people were eager for Liberia to
that's my
succeed.
point. What
Well,
do
I
we
didn't
do
hear
with
that
that?
part. I didn't hear that
But that
part.
what I
All I
said,
heard from you was that Ellen was successful because she brought the people. That's what I heard from you.
no, but you see, that was not the whole thing I said. I said other
Okay,
things
well,
too.
if you said
But
that, then I stand corrected. Bossman,
my point
Raymond,
still remains the
if
same.
you said
That
that,
Ellen was
listen, let's
successful.
not go back and forth. If you said that, then I stand corrected. But my assertion is that she put herself in the country because they figured the Liberian people needed something. And they were doing it for the people, not for Ellen, not because of her contacts. They didn't
But
do it because of that.
who
They
takes the
wanted that
benefit now?
country.
Who
They wanted
leadership
that
was it
country.
honor?
No, I'm not talking about who leadership. You see, we are leadership. He hadn't got anything. The only thing they invited here was to go to Langley.
But she did not. She was not the one who laid the groundwork for international IMF.
No,
All
she
these
did
people
not.
to
That's what I'm trying to
continue to
tell you.
no. Listen, Mr. Sigwell.
From my
Uh-huh.
own perspective, from me, she did not do the groundwork for them to come. They were already eager to come in.
And for the democracy that took place, they wanted her to succeed. And I can tell you, Barack Obama cherished Ellen when she came and addressed the joint session of Congress. Some of us have evidence of that because we were there. And Barack Obama went to Africa and never went to Liberia. Liberia was on his agenda. But when he got reports, he did not go to Africa. He called her on the phone. And these are factual things we're talking about. But let's go from Ellen, because we're here now. My own thing is what I started to say last night, Liberal, that in democracy, there's certain principles that are needed to be successful in democracy, and we see it around the world. There is no country that will host that wants to establish a democratic form of government and system without certain principles. Number one is that, like I told you last night,
You see?
since when anybody can get out and just go campaign any time of the year? There has to be rules of the elections that decide when campaign starts and when campaign ends. And we saw that in the past with democracy. There were certain people who were running who didn't go out in the street. As you see today with Musa Benete and Edward Snowden, all of them coming out of the country and doing this, and people stating their interest. Then they're forming political parties. There should be standard. The biggest thing in Liberia is the campaign finance laws. I don't know if we have them on the books, but we face now. I put something on the chat room today about this lady who's now holding Boyka responsible for raising money and borrowing money from him, and that they refuse to pay her. Okay? And this is not good for democracy. And people, I heard, a lot of people across the board, and that's what I heard. I don't know how truthful it is, that even Omer Boyka borrowed money from the banking institution to run campaign. That's a no-no in democracy. That means you compromise. You either let that bank get away with millions of violations, or you pay them back. And where the money coming from to pay them back once you win the leadership? That's why it encourages corruption, because at some point you owe the people, you have to pay them. And where that fund is coming from after your campaign. So people need to look, we need to start educating the people on some of these things so we can do some corrective actions, so that the election commission can start putting in place those rules and govern the election when it comes to campaign fairness. Nobody can just get up from somewhere and just go support people in Liberia, because that means that they're compromising the country for that person. Somebody can give you $5 million and go run for office.
Thank
you run
you.
for office, you owe that man.
Let me bring Terry in on this one. Yeah, Terry, you have any comment on this?
Yeah, you see, the problem is, Mr. Sigwe, like somebody think, one of the major reasons why I don't say that Ellen was not known for government of corruption. I believe her government had steam and it was not flawed anyway about corruption. But you cannot take it from her that during her leadership, there were foreign direct investment and investors that trooped to Liberia that we, the Liberians ourselves, did not take advantage of. We did not explore on that opportunity that was given to us during that time, because the same way we're doing politics now, when the other government come, we look for the faults, we point out all the faults and all of that, and then we highlight it for political gain. So as a result, we don't see the successes of our leader easily because we tend to fold a blind eye. We don't also see our role and our responsibility in the leadership of that particular government. We see it to be the responsibility squarely on the leader themselves. But getting to know that we had just come from 14 years civil war, and we're in a short period of time, just 12 years, she was able to transform the economy, rehabilitate the hydro. She left the country with a decent airport, better than the previous. She left the country with 80, how you call them, ATM terminal, restructuring the entire port. She left the country with, the ERWA hospital
how you call it? Is that JFK? Okay, JFK. There was an extension. There were many things that were done across the country. More to that. She also was she was hit by Ebola, a deadly virus that took the country backward from 2014, a major time crisis in her leadership. She was able to balance that equation, get rid of Ebola, and then bring the country back to stability. He created the link and the opportunity for Liberia debt to be waived. Millions of dollars, billions of dollars were waived for us. We passed the HIPIC that created the opportunity for IMF to start loaning us money. The money that your government loaning now, that Joia were also loaning, it was predicated upon her ingenuity. Why? Because she was an economist. So she understood what the country was, what was happening to the country. Now, you guys may say, yeah, she her children were in government, the other parties too. So my point is, show me one leader in the world that is not involved in all the kind of stuff. Show me one. Just show me one. Even in the great United States of America, we see a lot of form of corruption here. But the issue of political stuff, right? All these things people talk is just based on propaganda. But when you go into Ellen's legacy, when you go into what she achieved, you can match it with anything in regards to all the accusations that people bring against her. I agree. We all know I lived in Madam Sirleaf's regime. I was in her tower in Liberia. Yeah, but I can tell you that the economy under Madam Sirleaf was way better than what it is now. And even though you may say, yeah, people wanted for the woman to succeed, blah, blah, blah. No, people do not just want you to succeed. There were other African countries that had war. Liberia, you can't compare the way we attracted international community to our country. You can't compare it to any other, to some other African countries around Africa. And based upon that strategy that was employed, today we still enjoy the peace that she established. Those credits go to her. So, but let me just say this on the aspect. Let me just say it on the aspect that you can come in and beat me up because I know my nose will get bloody tonight. But yeah, but yeah, the thing, right? Of the electoral processes in Liberia, all based upon, they are all based upon interest, political interest. All the people you see jumping in the race, got a point. There's a point you made last night. I was watching the show and I took that point. That point was very important and very salient. Why would the government be even allowing people to be doing campaign time like this? It shows that your government not ready to lead. Because you get men that Yeke Koluba say he running campaign. Everybody running campaign. Musa Bede, everybody say they're running campaign in the country. When 2029 is still ahead, you know what that does to your government? It distracts the people from following and keeping up with the progress that you're making in the country. And that is illegal. It's against the law of the state. You're not supposed to be running campaign time a day. So if you are not taking actions to mitigate that, then where are we going as a nation? That's just the part I wanted to add to your point.
Let's come to you, Moses. Make a point on this, and we'll move on to another subject matter.
Thank you very much, Liber. I think you missed my point, Reverend. My point is that the people from the international community wanted Liberia to succeed because of the democracy that came up right after the civil conflict. Not only that, but because she was, and this I know personally, because she was the first female president elected on the continent of Africa. And they thought it was an opportunity for democracy to shine all over the world so people can say, look at that democratic country. It's a small country right after Civil War. And this woman came in, she was the first president, and we told you people that democracy works. That's why they got all the support. They were not doing it purposely for her, as you indicated. They were doing it, and not because she was an economist, They were doing it because they wanted Liberia to succeed so democracy should shine, democracy. And it was stated in Congress. It was stated in Congress wide and open. It was during that time, in fact, there were negotiations going on that if we're going to support little Liberia to be successful in democracy, we need to forgive the debt. All the money owes is that you starting your credit all over. So if you got your credit all over and they give you a clean slate of credit report at 900,
So you don't
you
have
can
to
go
do nothing
anywhere
to
the
get your
poor feel
credit.
comfortable. You could go anywhere the poor feel comfortable to give you money.
So she didn't do nothing to
No,
get the
no, no.
credit
Now,
waived.
listen. I'm just telling you something. Listen to me. Listen to
I
me.
listen to
Her
you, Papa, but
presentation, listen, her presentation before Congress was predicated on the conversation held by some individual, congressional individual who had interest in Liberia. That's what I'm saying. They have serious
but
interest in Liberia.
you do
Wait a
know
minute
that.
now. You made your
But
point. I'm only making my
okay,
point. Because some of us were, listen, some of us, we don't let to toot our own horns. But there are people out there who understand what I'm talking about because they know they were part of this process. Many people out there, the forgiving of the loan, those negotiations were going on prior to. And they knew no country would give Liberia any money with that kind of credit report after 14 years of civil conflict. Yes, she was the leader. She had to take the torch and carry it. She had to take the torch and carry it. And nobody else would have made that presentation but her as the leader of the Republic of Liberia. So to give her the 100% credit and say she did well for the first 6 years, but the second 6 years, she didn't do nothing, all of this stuff. I'm only saying that the people wanted her to succeed. It helped her to kill things. And I can tell you, one of the things that came out in 2011 had to do with the security. Whether Liberia ready for security, the UN report in 2011, right before she left, said Liberia was totally incapable of securing itself. Came from
Okay.
the UN after all those years.
Thank you. Thank you,
That
Moses.
report was put there. So,
Thank
and the campaign thing,
thank you.
I hope we can
Let's go
work
to
on that.
Terry. Let's go to Terry. Terry, you got 1 minute to respond, then we'll bring in Walter Carter.
yeah. So Mr. Segwe, I didn't say that the Oma is 100% on her because we all know that the international community helped to bring peace and stability to Liberia. But what we're saying is you can't say that the credit she don't have right to the credit because even the
I
HIPIC,
didn't. That's not what
the,
I was saying.
yeah, the HIPIC, right?
She has
You
some
just
credit.
like you
But
just said it.
let him finish,
Like you
Moses.
Okay,
just said it, right, Mr. Sigbe? You cannot, your credit report can't just be get cleared that way, or you putting the mechanism into place. No, you got to do something that will make the IMF, the international community, they say, okay, yeah, we're willing to waive your debt. And these were people she brought. She brought technicians. Ellen had technicians in her government, Liberians that she brought from abroad to work in her government to help to solve the problem. And they helped her to solve the problem. And that is why those debts were waived. And
Was
other
your problem
major things,
solved? Was your problem solved?
no.
to some extent, it was not completely solved. Liberia problem, Nana. Liberia problem is not a one-day event. 12
Okay.
years cannot solve Liberia problem.
But then,
Liberia,
but then,
she needed
let
more
me just
time,
say this
but
real
she
quick.
don't
I
have
beg
that
you.
opportunity.
Allow me 1 second to say this.
Okay, go ahead.
Allow me 1 second to say this. Look at the timeline when Ellen addressed the joint session of Congress and how long she was in office, and compare that to the time that you, as you stated, that the people around her had the presentation. Work on it. Look at the timeline.
Mr.
Okay.
Sigbe, what I'm
No,
saying is,
that's all.
yeah, what I'm saying is
I'm
that
just playing the devil advocate here.
the success of Ellen government is the Liberian success story.
We
And
understand
that
that.
success, yeah, I come in now, that success led to us still being connected to the IMF and to every other international community agency that provide funds and other things. Just Donald Trump came and removed the USAA, but on us, Madam Sharif government,
the USAA and all these organizations start supporting Liberia and
My
Liberia start
point.
regaining her status.
My
And
point.
that coming out,
Exactly.
that continue into Georgia government.
My
And
point exactly.
Okay,
all of the
Monsieur, let him talk.
requirement,
Let him talk.
all of the requirement that the IMF were requiring for you to maintain that status, for them to keep supporting you, Samuel Twe had to meet up with that standard as well. Because those were the precedents that was set in place by her leadership and by her administration. And even the budget, she set the budget to $600 million from $80 million. And that continue. Up to today, Joseph Burger now have extended it to 800 million. We're going now to $1 billion. And look at Cedar Metal. Look at all those concessions that people say they were bogus concession, blah, blah, blah. And
Oh.
people making politics out of it today. And as a result, to shadow what her legacy is supposed to be tomorrow. But the truth of the matter is, these concessions have not been changed by Joria leadership. Joseph Burger leadership have refused to change that. So it tells you that because by changing it will cause the economy to even go to plummet even further. And we're seeing that people are struggling to go back to Madam Salif's economic regime or the level that the economy were on. All the two governments, Georgia and this guy is and President Boyka is struggling to return back to that type of economy. So it tells you that there was something she was doing that these other two people have not been able to do. And you saying that it was all because of the international community. Okay, it was the international community. Can we get to that point, or can we progress from that level as where we are now? So I think there's a conversation we still need to have. Thank you.
I think liberal sleeping. Oh.
No, I listen to you tonight. All right, let me bring out. Thank you. Walter Carter, are you there?
I'm here. I'm just a spectator in the background watching you guys
As
talking.
usual.
And that's what
Let's hear from you.
and what you like. No, I mean good conversation. Yeah, I would like to say hi to the Reverend wannabe politician and the security analyst on this platform. Libra, it is an honor to be on your show.
Oh, is that right?
It's
Last
an
night
honor
you were
to,
all over the place. Yeah, how I'm the most inept.
it's not only it's not I
And
said
and the
intellectual
reaction.
dishonest. I said intellectual dishonesty. It's wrapping around you all the time. Yes. So and then Dr. Toto come here with his shenanigan, all kind of. Anyway, look, let's get to the real media, right?
Waiter just
Eh?
come in, just start talking to everybody, boy.
Yeah, because yesterday I went to bed sleeping with pain because Dr. Toto was talking some tabata here or chatting on his platform. I want you to come here tonight because the failed progressive thing the day in the country got out to where we are. Terry. So look, nobody can take that from Ellen Johnson Sally after our civil war, 14 years of civil war, Charles Taylor, with all of what he did in the country, nobody can take that. But don't forget, after every civil war, the international community get together to alleviate burning from on the country. They do that. They get together, they try to help to rebuild. They pump in a lot of money.
Walter Carter, can I hold you a little bit?
Yeah.
And I want to put something out, or you want to finish your train of thought first?
No, put your stuff away.
Okay, go ahead. Why are you talking? I'll bring it in.
So the international community get together to try to help alleviate the burning on the people. So Liberia being a country that, had a huge debt sitting on her lap prior to the Civil War and during the Civil War. So the only thing the international community could do help to alleviate that burden. And that's the reason why they want to wipe out our debt and start and give us a clean slate for us to start, right? A clean page so we can start on. And the problem is we started good because President Ellen Johnson had great technicians when it comes to our finances, the likes of Samuel Twe and other guy in Kone and all those people came. And they helped to boost up our economy. And don't forget, at the time we still had the union mill and all those people in the society, helping to stabilize the economy. But that stabilization was a little bit shadow. It was temporary stabilization, because by the time union mill left, there was a gap, because all the United Nations people were sponsoring most of our government activity in the country, paying nurses, doing all kinds of, even the security sector. They were in charge of almost everything until they left. So that burden fell on the Liberian government right after the United Nations pulled all of Liberia, taking all the troops up and all the different opportunity that it gave some Liberians to even work. So that caused the economy to crumble, because our economy is not an economy that based on our revenue intake from our production. Half of our revenue come from from partners. And the rest of it just come from the concession or whatever. The taxes is not even that many to even, keep up with our daily expense. So you not expect the economy to actually flourish when we have all these things breaking. But again, I think Liberia can be proactive. Liberians, the country, the government can be very proactive. We got a lot of people coming in the country wanting to do business, especially in the extract industry. And that sector it has a lot of potential. And if the Liberian government, those people who go to negotiate, do not negotiate from the point of weakness, negotiate from the point of strength, that I got the goose. You want my goose, you will turn to my turn. If you don't want to go, do you know how long it took Guinea to even open her mind? That man I run from Lamco there all the way through Guinea. Do you know how long it took them to even open it? People have to come to your turn. You can't sit down somebody say, I give you royalty. You got all the food. The person say, I will control your food, I will sell it, I will give you royalty of 30%, and I will take the rest of the 90 whatever percent. That's not going to happen. So I think that's the mistake we've been making over and again with our concession. We don't negotiate properly. We go there with weakness. We go there knocking ourselves that we don't have the strength. We don't have the money. We don't have the capacity. We don't have this. And so these people come in and they make us to fall for all of the nonsense they bring to us. And at the end of the day, we lose bigly. So at least moving forward, if Liberians can start negotiating from that point of strength, that regardless of all of what they think we are, they need us. They need us. B Mountain cannot go anywhere knowing the kind of gold she's getting from Liberia. So if she don't want to go, all the government got to do is close B Mountain now. And let's see if we can, Liberians can mobilize Liberians who are millionaires to see if we can buy those same machinery. And those are Liberians that work there. Train them and let them go and start getting gold from our soil that the government said can either save and sell some out there to back our money. Then we'll hold royalty to everything. We'll get all the profit. Our gold, our rubber. You understand? We can start putting more money in the country to promote people like Jetty. Get more jetties in the country, like different kind of jetties, to start producing our own rubber. Our raw material that the country money will be backed. Even our iron ore. All right? When the country take at this point where we need development, we need a lot of steel. For the country, I was listening to China and another country, for that country to take her steel, like got steel all over the place. For our country to take our raw ore and send it abroad and then pay high money for steel raw, whereas we need those things for construction. That's one of the sad things. We should start to force these companies to open steel producing plant in Liberia, so we can produce our steel raw in Liberia and sell it to the outside world. That will create jobs, and that will also boost the development in the country.
Thank you. Terry, we're going to come to you, but before that, let me show you this. These are people that say they're coming by.
This too is Grand Jida Raw. Can you make it? Can you make it? Okay. Look at this.
What?
Look at this. This is a roll. Grand Jida Roll. Grand Jida, River G, Sino, Maryland. Let's watch Opa goes through here. Easy. Okay.
And these are the things that trucks will be using. If you look at this already, it's already bent.
That's right.
That means, look at the steel rod in this bridge, the old bridge. And look, the bridge was it's a thick bridge. But now the design of this bridge, whatever the engineer used, how they calculated what weight that's supposed to be on it. As you can see, this is a failed bridge. Simplest means the weight that was determined for this particular bridge is not what is being applied.
No.
So now you have this situation, very dangerous situation. You come in at night and you don't see this, you want to come on the other side, you're going to be swimming. That's all that I can say. I'll leave it as that. But look, I'm going to walk, showing you why Grand Judah roads are cutting off. And it's going to happen again come one rainy season. This is Samson tour, of course. How bad that area is.
Wow.
We still got it. But the thing here is, and Terry, this is what Baka then did here. Let me show you this one here. Just give me a minute. Walter Carter, are you there?
I'm listening.
So I came in here, Terry, and I told President Baka, President we are his people, to do this. Okay. Here, you see this machine you're looking at? The truck. They're trying to take the slurry from this truck on your left to the truck on the right. Because the truck on the right is the one that's going to be used to put the slurry down and mix it with the dirt. Here it goes. Look behind the truck. You will see the white stuff. That's the slurry trying to mix up with the dirt. Watch the white lining behind that. Now, not paint. That's the slurry. The slurry is mixing in with the dirt. First, they take this machine here, turn the dirt over. Okay, this machine turning the dirt over. Now, here's the slurry. You see that white stuff? That's the slurry being mixed into the dirt, just so that they will achieve what we have, a strong base. That's all they're trying to do here. Because that place is not strong. They can't get the kind of compaction they're looking for. So in order to get a stable and good compaction, they have to mix it up. Okay? Now, see here? All bread, all the nyama thing, and you mix it. This is what they're doing here. This machine mixing and grilling at the same time. Okay? But you see the white stuff on there? As the guy go through, here comes the grater now. And on the side of the grater, there's a great, how do you call it, compaction foot, sheep foot.
There you go.
And they're mixing and also compacting the area. Lady, compact it, turn it back. You're staying with me. Okay. This was back in 2019, 2020 when I suggested that. And that's exactly what President Baka and the public work people did to they call it soil stabilization. The first video about to show you how deep those when motorball passing on the other side, you can't see them. And they refuse to pay attention to that. This was in the heart of Nima County. And you're not paying attention. You think because you believe you have Prince Johnson on your side.
Are you supposed to go into Grand Judah to have the convention?
What road they go?
TDC.
If they travel that road now, I will play their video and play the today road video. I say, look at CDC traveling.
Look, let me tell you something. Let me say something here to y'all. Let me tell you something. Regardless of what.
We'll talk, Carter. You're not going to bamboozle your way.
I'm not bamboozle. You play that thing intentionally because on the show. Let me just say something to you.
No, but hold on now.
Regardless of you coming from Grand Judah County, and on the other side, there's nobody in the Republic of Nigeria that running to be leader in our country will get Grand Judah vote other than George Weah. You can go to the bank, you can go to the moon and come back. You can
Thank
go to
you.
the moon and come back. You can carry all of the propaganda and all of the development on roads. CDC will take or Grand G highest vote. Take it to
Okay.
the
Thank you.
bank tonight.
All right.
Thank
There we
you.
go. And I seen take it to the bank the last time,
I'm
two
just, I'm
years
just being
ago.
honest with
They
you.
were
I'm just being
sure
honest
no
with you
matter they were
because
not if they were going to win.
what you guys don't understand. The president was
Thank
trying to
you.
connect the country from county to county. He was going systematically.
All
He
right.
was
Oh
Well,
my
starting
well,
from
goodness.
from
thank you.
Nima County and going into Grand Gila
Really?
and move on to. Yes, that's
Thank
what he was
you.
doing. Look at the
Thank you.
development. Look at the
Wishful
development.
thinking.
Look at the board on look at the road. I can't look at the road before.
Kota, we
Can you
said
go?
thank you.
Why are you telling me thank you? We're having conversation.
No,
It's
no,
like you
we
want to shut
want
me
other
up.
people to come in.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I come in for a minute, please?
Go ahead, Moses.
Thank you. I just want to say a few things based on what the Reverend said and Wilton. And you know, they're talking about people who came in to help Ellen and all that stuff with that. I want to go back to that. And when the Reverend talk about the IMF, once you are a member of the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, that's an entity that Liberia is on the board for. We are a member, and that IMF is supposed to service every member. So it's an entitlement thing. It's not more of begging the IMF. And the standards that are set, Liberia participate in setting those standards as a member of the IMF. I just want to make that clear. The other thing is that when we talked about bringing people in, when Ellen brought the gurus in, I'll give you two examples. Two persons that I know personally who went and worked with Ellen and they were masterminded by the international community, specifically the United States. One was Dr. Saye. What happened when she was there? When she knew things wasn't working, she stepped aside and she walked away. That was in the early stage. There were certain things that she knew wasn't going to work, and she walked away. The
Thank
other
you.
person that they put there was Bian Kessley, auditor. What did he do? When they tried to do the audit and audit Yama Yama thing came out, what happened? He walked away.
Thank
And you
you.
see,
Let me
so when you
play
talk
this.
about these people that came in and Ellen brought the best of minds to come in, there were certain things that drove the people away from that administration. Let's not forget that. And
Thank
those
you.
are the points I wanted to make.
Thank you for making those
But
points. We appreciate it. But let me play this other video here and let's see Madam Sally first year. And you tell me if this woman was not the real. What happened between that and the where is it, Madam Sally? Give me a minute. Give me a minute, guys. Uh, okay, all right. Well, so we here. So it's all the way down.
Why are you doing that,
Okay,
brother?
go ahead. Go. Let's hear from Terry. Let's hear Terry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Mr. Sigwe, you are right. I'm not saying that the IMF will not remember. We've been members in March 28, 1962. But what I'm saying is you have to pass certain criteria. You like you said, you have to meet certain standard for IMF to give you loan, give you money,
Correct, correct.
and all of that. And you have to have a team that you're working with that can help you to achieve that goal. And Madam Sally did just that. Like the people you're talking about, they did not just leave. Like the Antonin Sayers, she didn't stay on. She was one of those who did not stay on, apparently for whatever reason, was not told to us, apparently, because she didn't like the way the system was running and all of that. But we see that Ellen was the first person that began to make our budget known to us, wherein the budget could be displayed. And one of the things that helped IMF to make you to be credible for loans were the anti-graft institutions. That is why Ellen had to prioritize anti-graft institutions because the auditing firm, the LACC, they all help to strengthen your economy that brings credibility for IMF to say yes, at least we can track the money because you're giving accountability for the money being spent. So and once these things start to drop, once you start having problems with that, and that was Georgia government started having problem with, taking money that's supposed to go for certain purpose, you take it and put it in different purpose. So as a result, certain loans were not being, the IMF were withholding certain loans from being spent, from being released. But what I'm saying in a nutshell, I'm not giving 100% glory to Madam Sally in all of what she achieved, that she did astronomically well than everybody else. But we must realize that, given the fact that where the country came from at the time to where she left it, for me, I'm not saying anybody, for me, it was a millstone that she must be that you cannot deny. Yeah, you cannot deny her achievement. That that what many people believe, that Ellen didn't do nothing, because people can just say she didn't do nothing. The decision made a woman look like she was, I don't know what. And at the end of the day, that the same people she allowed herself with, at the end of the day, we have say the woman did 80% and all of that. So now I tell people, I say, politics, if you mind politics, you will just destroy people for no reason. Yeah, Liberia now, we cost Ellen from here to pillow. But where is Liberia now? We got 3 more years to make it additional 12 years since Ellen left. Are we still doing it the way she did it? Or have we have we gone a major step different from the structures and things that she put into place? So, yeah.
So
Okay. Well, go ahead, Walter. Go ahead.
So let me just make a correction here, because I think this the thing, when people try to even correct, they say why we get personal. It's not personal. It's good for correction. And I keep hearing people lie. They believe in the lie, and they live the lie, and they think the lie will continue to suffice. So let me say something here. President
What a
Weah was
lie.
asked a
They
question.
rule
Oh,
liberal show.
hold on. President Weah was asked a question concerning security in the country. President Weah and the peace. President Weah said, they say on 9 out of 10, how much you give this president? He said he gave the president 8 or 80% for keeping the peace in the country. The opposition ran that President Weah gave Ellen Johnson 80% for everything else. It was specific. The question was specific. And today I'm surprised that you people have amnesia to not even believe or understand what he said. And that's sad. And so
Walter
let me tell
Carter,
you,
Walter
let
Carter,
me,
can I play this here before you come in,
yeah,
please,
play.
before you finish?
Go ahead.
Here we are, Firestone has been here since 1926. There is no reason for the workers in Firestone to live under the conditions they live. We are not going to accept it. We are not going to accept the fact that people live in houses that have no windows, that people live in houses where there is not schooling for them. Firestone has made enough money in this country to have treated the Liberian workers in a much better way. Our responsibility as the government is to make sure that the workers' rights are protected, that their benefits are fair, that they are treated properly, and this government is committed to that, because that's the message we're taking to the workers.
Now we dream, but at least at the start, I may dream. Maybe Maggie will continue the dream. But when we put stuff in place, it doesn't matter whether we achieve it or not. Somebody can take it from there. So they've been long years since 1920. Firestone Bank, 1920, and we don't have a tire factory, neither a plastic bag factory, and that's a long time. Our parents died. Our generation, our orientation, we live. For me, I live everywhere. I live in London, Paris, Chicago, New York, Miami. So we have to make sure that all of the benefits help each other to grow. Even like you can do the.
So There you have it. Where have you? Okay, right there. There you have it.
But
Let me open
Liberal,
the line. Let me
I
open the
just
line.
before.
So you stop me
Can I
from
just
talking.
say
You
this?
want
Can I just?
No, no, no.
on the
Let
floor.
water cut off in here bigger.
Yeah,
I
let
don't
me
want
finish.
no. I don't want
So
no.
that video that you just played, it was true. Eddie
Why you
Johnson
jump to
said
that
it.
one again? You're not making.
Because you play the video, to show something, right? I just finished correcting Terry on our
So
thing because
so you coming to make comment? You finish your statement on Terry. You now come to come.
I finished correcting Terry
Where
because
you correct me at?
they believe in their lies and they're still carrying it, and it's good that they believe in it because
You didn't correct me.
people who lie sometimes can try to believe their lies are true, but
Well, the word lie is very strong.
it's true
Let him
because they
talk,
continue. Let
Mr.
me tell you one
Sigmund.
thing. Look,
Let him talk.
we have to put it out there. The security analyst, we cannot continue doing
Yeah,
this thing in our society
this
because
this
we
is
gotta.
a platform, a very
No,
respectful
lie is not an
platform.
insult. Lie is
Use
not an
another
insult.
Okay, because
language.
I'm not the
No,
only
no, no,
one
no,
telling
no,
you
no,
that. Other people
no,
telling you these
no,
are
no,
words
no,
you should
no,
say it
no,
differently.
no, 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 no. Lie is lie. Lie is not an insult. Lie is falsehood.
What's
People
wrong
who
with
tell
what's wrong with playing with the
so
truth?
we can
What's wrong
stop.
with not being truthful? What's wrong
Mister,
with those words?
what wrong with one person lie? Lie. Is that an insult?
Okay, go ahead, make
But
a point. Make
CDC
your point.
accused Madam Selif of not having a good security. They threaten the
So
people live. You know how many
give it, my man.
citizens
Listen
died?
now. Listen. I
Let, let
told
him
you
Then
what.
you
finish.
say,
Let him
then
finish.
you say,
Let him
The
finish.
question they asked
and a
President
lie.
We are
Terry
the
will come
question
to you. Let him
the
finish.
question they asked President We are specifically on the stability of the country. He said he gave President
What?
We are 80%. The stability of the country, the
Let
peace,
him finish,
keeping the
guy.
peace.
We'll come to
If
you.
anybody can find that tape, you'll go back to that tape. You will hear the question and you will hear the answer President We are gave. And then you ran with the thing. Oh, you see, the woman gave well with the country for they give her 8%. No, but that's not the point. Labour play a video here, and the significance of that video is to show how the level of progress Ellen made when it comes to transforming that part of the country industry as the rubber industry, right? Especially specifically Firestone and President Weah came and he's talking about the same thing. He tried to push the same narrative. Ellen Johnson who was to give our people the opportunity to survive and have a amicable life while they work over there. Their life should be productive. They should have good incentive. They should have good living space. So, President, we are also keen and say, okay, look, you've been here this long. Why you guys are not producing rubber, something rubber that we can use in this country? Fire to be here too long. And I remember President Weah had a conversation with them. And they told President Weah our rubber was not of grade to even produce anything in Liberia. That's what they said to President Weah. So when Jetty came and told President Weah that he wanted to open a rubber company to produce rubber tires and rubber discs, President Weah gave him the go ahead because Jetty was getting ready to move over to Ivory Coast. You wanted to
Wow.
move over to Ivory Coast. Yes, Jackie was carrying your company over to Ivory Coast. The videos are there. He said he was moving over to Ivory Coast. President Weah had to back him to give him incentive. So
The
when you stay
president
here,
begged somebody.
oh yes, the video there. The video there, President. Oh my God! You see one thing. Yup, because the man loved his country. The man told Jetty, look, we will do everything possible to make sure that this company work in Liberia because it's better for our country to start
Wow.
producing rubber tires and rubber discs in the country. Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
Jetty was
yeah,
about to
yeah,
move.
yeah.
Jetty was about to
Wow.
move. The video there, and this video, I know Labor got it, but he will not play it because when he play,
Wow.
it will
Wow.
defeat you guys
Wow.
right on
Wow.
the platform. Anybody who listening to this platform who seen the video when they interview Jetty, when Kalasco went and interviewed Jetty when he was constructing that place.
Palazzo interview.
Yes, Jetty.
Man.
He interviewed Jetty, the legs of, come in, hold on now, the legs of Smith Toby, when they interviewed Jetty. They even interviewed President Weah, and he said it. Jetty was about to carry his company to Ivory Coast. President Weah said, no, I want you to stay here. We will do everything. We will help for you to make sure to establish your company in Liberia. Because the men were getting tired of the shenanigans that were going around. They didn't want him
Foreigners,
to
Wow.
right?
open that company. So he was able to open it today. Jetty talking about 2027 or 28, they will be producing the first tires in Liberia. That's what he said. They will be producing the first tire in Liberia. And this is where we are as a country.
All
We
right.
have to be able to promote
Yeah, and this guy dominating this conversation too
Thank
much,
you.
man.
Thank
Here
you.
we go
Let's hear
again.
from Terry. Terry, let's hear
You don't
from
like
you.
to hear the truth. Yeah, dominating
Thank you.
conversation.
Thank you. Terry, let's hear from you. Can you respond to that?
Yeah, liberal. You see the problem with the sedition people, they
There we
just
go.
hard to, especially kettle. I would not say
Mm-hmm.
all sedition because I got many sedition friends and we have good conversation. But
Mm-hmm.
here is the thing: CDC protested against Madam Sally government, accusing her of, intimidating opposition media, suppressing protesters, and failing to provide equal security and protection for all citizens. As a matter of fact, seditions were killed on their own campus. They condemned Madam Sally for 12 years. And some of them were even jailed and in prison, like the likes of Vandella Patrick, the likes of Karas Gray, even Heron Costa. All these people, they were jailed under Madam Sally's government. They were persecuted. How can you say that you gave her 80% or 8% from 1 to 10? You gave her 8. You understand? In the area of security. When you yourself accuse her of not being able to protect the state, that's a contradiction.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
So I don't understand.
We'll talk.
Uh-uh.
Let him talk.
Even if you say that he said it, that's a contradiction. And that
Uh-uh.
is what I'm trying to establish. You see? But again, this is the kind of way you're wrong. You're talking about JT. Listen to yourself, Keto. That president, we are supposed to do that kind of thing to call JT and say, my man, you know what? You don't need to go to another country. There are procedures that you just should be followed. Then the presidents will come and say, oh, my man, you can't go nowhere. You will be here and go open. This is not, you see, if that was how you ran the country, then it tells you a lot. That alone says a lot. You on TV. If that were really what happened, and me, I don't believe what you're saying is true. But let's take it because you were in the government. But if that were what happened, is on that ground you want her to bring your bag in? Is that what you're trying to say?
Wow. Wow.
Because
Wow.
but
So for the
that's what
president
you're
to
trying to say.
negotiate with a company that was leaving the country, for the president to negotiate, then what wrong?
Weto, why you talking
We'll talk.
Anyway,
insolence?
Let Moses take his
yeah,
turn
let
so we
Mr.
can flow.
Segbe go ahead. Yeah, because
Moses, go
Wow.
ahead.
these
I beg
things.
you, because some of these things when people say it,
Emmanuel Tia,
it
that who
make
lie na Keto or me? Because I don't understand. That Keto
it
are
make your
quoting.
head it make your head stand when people making these
I
kind
tell
of
you,
assertions. It really
listen to the
baffles
guy.
me. Can you guys
Wow.
hear me?
Yeah, we
No, we're
Yeah,
can
we
not
hear
hear
you.
hearing
you
you. We're not
clear.
hearing you. Go on and
We
come
hear
out. We're
you
not
very
hearing you.
clear.
Go on and come out.
Okay. Well, you're not gonna use your what your weird strategy on me. It's not gonna fit. I'm not gonna wear that cap today. But wait, you see, I got something here I was gonna say prior to the Liberal playing the Firestone thing. My grandfather worked for Firestone for 40 some years, and what Ellis said was very daring to me because I visited my grandfather, I lived with him. Now, fast forward to today's date, what has changed? Ellen signed the same contract, extended contract with Firestone. Has anything changed? We have came and did the same thing. Has anything changed? They got the same Firestone company there. So when you talk about these things, and look what happened when they discovered oil. Or the senator of Delaware, ExxonMobil, and what you call it, ExxonMobil and Chevron. They purposely called Senator Coon, who is a hero when it comes to Africa economy. They personally called him and asked him to support them to go to Liberia. And you know what the senator told them? The senator told them straight, I'm not going to talk to Madame Salif or anyone in Liberia until you guys guarantee that any company that you hire to do anything in Liberia will be Liberian-owned companies. That's why I said, and this is an American person who knows the culture, who challenged ExxonMobil and said, I'm not going to support you until you can guarantee that you will do research for Liberian companies that will provide drivers, that will provide cooks, that will provide people who can build, who can drive your vehicle. Until you identify those companies, I'm not going to support you. That's why some of those things did not go forward when they discovered oil in Liberia. I can tell you that because I sat in the meeting, a couple of meetings regarding that. And that's what we call, because there were Liberians here who were having conversation with the senator. And those are patriots that were pushing these things. But our leadership sat there and signed these concessions. Recently, the vice president going and look at the kind of gold they're taking out of the country. It wasn't done yesterday. It's been going on forever. And what have we gotten about 3%? And wait till you even mention that. And all of these things is blame on the electoral process we have in Liberia. Until we can straighten and back to that electoral process, we need to set serious guidelines through the election commission for people running for office. There has to be timelines set. There has to be campaign financial, campaign fund structure in place so people can start borrowing money from people with the mindset to pay them back when they get into office.
Thank you.
It's become patriot to the country and to the people.
All right,
so
guys.
that they can deliver.
Thank you. Walter Cutter, 1 minute, and I mean 1 minute because we got to get out of here in 5 minutes. So there are 5 of us here, 1 minute each, please. 1 minute, Walter
Thank you,
Cutter.
Lebron. Thank you, Lebron. So that's my point. The point I'm trying to stress here is, look, we cannot continue believing that we'll continue to preach falsehood and it will suffice in this particular space because
Thank you for
we are.
changing that.
Oh my God, the word lie is not an insult. I don't know why you feel offended because when people tell lies and you bring them out, they will shame you, bro. So when people say that, people want to steal, they say embezzlement, they look
Walter Cutter,
fine,
you're
then they
eating
continue to
your
steal.
own 5. You're
Yeah,
eating
but
your
you,
1
you
minute.
get it, man.
No,
The security
but don't
analyst
hold
want to
me
be
to that. You're
politician,
eating.
female and star.
Didn't you
So
hear what
you,
President Baga said? President Baga said when we're passing in the town and people are backing at us, we don't throw stone. You throwing stone, then you want their time going. Eh? You think the woman stupid?
yeah. But that parable that you say, when the dollar in the water or blowing the money up, trying to run after the other dollar, blowing up dry, he was talking to himself. You know?
Okay. All right, you got 30 seconds left.
So yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
look, let us be factual. Let us be factual and be able to move our country forward because the kind of way we carry the message
So
is that
when
we're
we
not
lie,
going
we can't move
anywhere.
the country forward.
No, because
Oh,
this what this what the progressive did, and we bring back to maybe pre-colonial time. The progressive came
okay,
and lied to the people about rice. They misunderstood what the whole rice thing was about. They lie and they plunder us into where we are today. And today
okay.
give us
Thank you.
multi-party democracy and all the kind of thing. What has it done for our country? Multi-party democracy have brought out of failed politicians to the limelight. And today we sit down and we heal them. Now they're not doing anything because that's some of the thing, Mr. Security analyst talking here. You sit down and you negotiate deal that you gave your country 30% and the people from outside, you
Thank
give
you.
them
Thank you. Walter Cutter,
97%
1 minute
of
finish.
everything.
1
No,
minute
let me
finish.
honest
Thank you.
here. We're having serious conversation and you
Thank,
won't cut the
thank,
thing off.
thank you.
Now you,
Thank
oh
you, Walter.
man.
Thank you.
Liberal. Anyway,
Moses,
it's your
let's
show.
hear from
So
you. 1 minute, please. 1 minute and 1 minute only, please, guys.
Yes, my 1 minute, I'm going to spend it on the electoral process in Liberia. We need to modify it. The election commission needs to be strong, needs to be independent, and the election rules need to be set for so that they can be transparent and accountable. Until that is done, people cannot hold government officials accountable. It's wrong, especially when it comes to campaign financing. We saw in this country someone like Barack Obama, who came from nowhere, and raising $5 and $10 from the average citizens raised millions, if not billions of dollars, because everyone believed in his vision. And that's how he was supposed to, that's how he was able to raise the money. Grassroots, and became president. And he worked for the grassroots people. He owed nobody. Getting out of office, he's now ranked one of the best presidents. And history will tell that he was one of the best because he sought the ability, he sought the interest of America, no matter who you were. You didn't vote for him. That's the first thing he said in his speech. You voted for me, you don't vote for me. I'm still your president and I'm going to protect you. And so we need to begin to look at our electoral process. People should not be campaigning 3 years before. They should not be going around and impersonating that they got political power, the this, the that, and they're taking money from everywhere else. We need to
Thank you.
set the rules straight so that the people of Liberia can hold their leaders that are elected accountable.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Terry, take us home, please.
Yeah, thank you, Deborah. Keto, you see, you let us say we lie, but your profile picture that you're the one claiming project that is not for you. The project you see that you get on your something here, that the redemption hospital, that Ellen project, but you're claiming the CDC people say that Jowea project, that the first lie identified. And that, that is how they are. And the other day I hear Ellen was talking, she said all the project then, even the one GMB doing it for her, that she the one initiated it. So what you got to say about that one? But anyway, the other thing you talk about the boom in the mall, that Papa was throwing him to Ellen. In a nutshell, the dog had a boom in the mouth, a low in the water, and saw the shadow of the same boom.
Yeah.
Instead of it realizing that the boom that in my mouth, it dropped the boom
And
and
ran
went
for
to
the
go
Lord.
look for the boom that in the water. That Ellen, the woman was throwing his so. He was in her mouth. He was the boom that should have been there for her. Then she dropped the boom, go pick her job. Yeah. Is it not knowing that the boom
Moses, that the interpretation God gave you,
that I'm God, that one ain't got nothing
that
to do with God.
the dream interpretation they gave you, Jacob. No,
it's
that
in
Jacob.
the
Who was the
it's
one that
in
doing the
that no
interpretation?
that in
That
Genesis. In
that
Genesis.
Joseph, that the
Yeah,
dream,
Joseph,
the
that the
dreamer.
interpretation, that the interpretation.
Yeah,
And it's
Oh, the rabbit.
JB, the shot, they got JB, but she didn't know what she had. You're right, you
yeah.
have.
You didn't know what you had, so you dropped the old man on
The
the
pastor
side
there, but
to
you
go
see
for
the thing
something
about
that
the
you don't
pastor.
even know.
You see, the
Not
pastor
knowing,
they know how to interpret to you. They know how
but
to interpret that
in
Bible.
my opinion, that's why it is. Because now, and you remember the papa said, I think right after she said that,
Yeah.
all the project the papa doing, that her project. So that's what the papa is saying. You don't know that we the one that the Unity Party, that the Unity Party government in power, the government that brought you to power, that they boom in your mouth. You know that they see boom there, that they boom you put in us as well when you know that we the one that all inside you. So these are all Unity Party projects. That is
Oh
see
my
boom.
goodness.
It's not a different boom. Thank you.
That's a good
Thank
one.
you.
That's a good one. I will keep that
Thank
one.
you, guys. Thank you very much. We
Thank you,
appreciate all
Reverend.
of you.
You
Thank
I
you.
preach you preached the sermon today. That's good.
Right.
I got that one.
Thank you, Reverend. Thank you,
You're
But
Moses.
later
gonna
the
I
video
beg
you
you, you're
play,
gonna keep
if you
talking
play,
about this
you
electoral
will run
process.
CDC people stomach or those video
I
then
got
a campaign
plenty.
video.
I got plenty. I knew we were going to win, so there was no reason to play them those days. But I got plenty. All right, Terry. Thank you.
Good
Why
night.
do I have this?
Again, folks, Samson told La Bropa Burrito. I want to thank all of you again tonight for my Esther and everyone else. Thank you guys very much for following. Hopefully, Mr. So will be on tomorrow night, and we will do our best to join as well. It's been a wonderful, wonderful evening. We say thank you very much for joining us, and we will show some more stuff, some more video from time to time because we have thousands of them here. Again, Samson to La Bropa Burrito. We'll say good night to you. Good night, folks. Let's pray for one another. Thank you very much.